We are Khazan Society of Goa. I am the president. Michael Dias, who is going through a lot of issues because of the issue which he has taken up of land filling in Moromi, Pequeno, Merces, is our vice president. So as Khazan Society of Goa, we have come to the police station. In fact, we have gone to the Old Goa police station. We have come to meet the DGP. But in his absence, we met the Inspector General of Police. There are two issues here which I want to highlight as a society. One issue is of the environment, and environment is the Khazan issue specifically. There are multiple issues which are connected to Khazans, and I think first of all we need to understand what are the sensitivities involved there. And if people like us who are having an objective to take care of our land, to take care of environment, to take care of Khazans, are not free with a lot of issues regarding law and order, then our environment will collapse, our systems will collapse. We cannot call governance good governance in light of this. So the second issue here is of law and order. So people like us who work for the society, for the environment, for the Khazans, have support of the authorities in terms of enforcing law and order, and we have enough laws which can take care of Khazans. I think the existing laws are enough to take care of this issue. So we have simply come here to highlight these two issues and to highlight to the authorities that we need action, and the action has to be prompt, because people like us has to feel safe in doing what we are supposed to do as per the constitutional duties which are cast on us. That's all. Thank you.
What the IGP has promised you all now?
The IGP has, in fact, appreciated that we are coming forward to highlight these issues, which are multiple. He has promised us that the police inspector of the Old Goa police station will take action, specific action. In fact, he went on a call with the PI to take an update on the issue. Supposedly there are some developments at the police station or at Old Goa. Possibly we'll have some highlights, but what we have stressed with him is that the FIR in this regard has to be filed.
You said that your vice president is in problem because of some
assaulted.
So can you tell us about it?
Sorry?
Can you tell about
the incident that occurred?
Incident is Michael Dias is our vice president, and supposedly, as per the information with us, he was kidnapped from after he had attended the midnight mass at Christmas, that is yesterday, and he was taken to some place, and there was some assault which has happened. So there are multiple issues here, and besides that, along with him, the Comunidad of Moromi Pequeno members have also got a life threat. So there are multiple issues here. There is an assault issue, there is a kidnapping issue, there are life threat issues which are still hanging. So these issues have to be looked after by the law of the land, and that is what we expect the police to act on. Complaint has been filed yesterday by Michael. Post that, some developments have happened today. Maybe you'll be accessible if you talk to the PI.
When you talk about Khazan, when you talk about Comunidad, in the last few days, if you go to notice, as far as Merces village is concerned, there have been a number of inequality issues, especially land filling and all, which have been noticed, and that could be in a huge way. This is connected with this assault and
very much. In fact, this assault has happened post the highlighting of the land filling issue which has happened in Moromi Pequeno. Before that, there was no issue.
Yeah.
So therefore, we say that these are connected issues. There is an environment issue here, and there is a law and order issue here. And as Khazan Society of Goa, we have to take a leadership role in both the issues, because environment is our objective and Michael Dias is our vice president. So we request the authorities to act.
And overall, when you are fighting for this, to keep environment safe in Goa, and all, how do you see this issue? Because this has been highlighted in the last few days, especially the land filling, huge amount, especially the agricultural land and that to Comunidad land.
True. In fact, I want to highlight here that many of us, in fact, even I would want to ask you, Khazans are very, very sensitive coastal land. and we have to understand what are Khazans basically. And if you talk to one generation earlier, no, they will exactly tell you what Khazans are. But it is our generation who are losing track of this. So first of all, we need to know what are Khazans. And Khazan Society of Goa does a lot of awareness issues, awareness programs on this. And in fact, we were actually trying to take up this issue of creating another awareness program on Merces, which is this particular location. Because see, when we look at land filling, no, we look at it as an isolated issue. It is not. It impacts the whole area. In fact, the land filling over there can impact the flooding of the city. Panjim city is already experiencing flooding. And these are actually the borders. These are the areas where the land and water meet, and they work a whole lot of cycle of engineering which impacts the whole locality, which includes the city. So these are multi-dimensional, multi-level ecosystems. First of all, we have to understand what they are. We have enough awareness programs as a society which we conduct, and therefore this issue which has happened of land filling, which is connected with the Khazans, has a multi-dimension, and this law and order issue which has now crept up in that needs another level of enforcement. So the issues get complicated. Even land use policy of the government is an issue here, because if Khazan needs protection, we have something called as coastal regulation zone, we have something called as Khazan land management, but these are all governance issues, environment issues, governance issues, land use issues, and now to make matters worse, there are law and order issues. So we request that all these issues need attention from whoever is the designated authority. As Khazan Society of Goa, we will always be willing to work with for any convergence which are required for Khazans.
Do you think, Elsa, the people are becoming insensitive because of the money involved over here, because of the greed of money, because everything is being commercialized over there?
Insensitive, yes. Also, we are getting into amnesia. We are forgetting what are Khazans. It's not just about individuals, it's also about organization, it's also about authority. It's a very multi-dimensional issue. And I think we need a lot of interaction, we need a lot of awareness, we need a lot of convergence. But in that process, we cannot have law and order issues. So we need to sort this out well.
Ma'am, when you all are trying to find out to protect the environment, at the same time, the local self-governing body, like the village panchayats, we are not aware. We don't know anything what is happening. Can it be possible like this?
It's not possible. In fact, let me highlight that Michael Dias himself is the chairperson of the Biodiversity Management Committee of Merces village. And Biodiversity Management Committees are statutory bodies which are under the Biodiversity Act. So if the chairperson of the village, who is safeguarding the environment of the village in connection with Khazans, is not safe, has a life threat, then this is the issue which we need to settle first, even before settling the environmental issue. Thank you.